Hello, I'm Nikki Farler. I'm a special education teacher from Robinson Elementary. We're a very small elementary school in Perry County. I teach, like he said, K-8, but I specialize and try to focus on our lower performing students, our FMD kids, or our autistic students. So, last year I was at the summit and Ashley did her coffee cart with her students in her unit. And I don't have a unit, we just have a resource setting. So our kids are in and out of my classroom. They're still on the alternate track, so they still have career goals that they must meet and career standards that they must meet. And that's a little bit harder when you're co-teaching and you're in a resource setting and you're just trying to fit all that in your day. So I was like, and then I had a couple of my lower performing kids who just offhandedly said, well, I'll never have a job. I can't do a job. My mom and dad, they don't have jobs. I don't have a job. I don't have the skills to be able to do that. And I'm like, yes, you do. You do it every day. You turn in your homework. You do what I ask you to do. That's a job. And so we realized, me and my speech therapist, realized that we need to give these kids confidence and give them the ability to be able to do that. So we came up with our project. We did the Blue Jay Cafe at Robinson Elementary. And then we thought, our school is relatively small compared to the other elementary schools in our county. We have 300 students, and the other two really big elementary schools have 800 and 900 students. So when our kids transition to Perry Central with 1,000 kids, that transition is a struggle. And they worry about it all 8th grade year. Really, they start worrying about it in middle school. They're like, I will never make it there. I will never graduate. They don't even feel that they can. So we added my awesome friend, Julie, who put me up here. Julie from West Perry, the big school, we're going to collaborate with her unit kids to be able to communicate back and forth and build relationships, so they'll have a group once they go to high school, and they'll have people from other schools where they really don't get that opportunity much otherwise. So what we did with our grant was we bought everything for the coffee cart. So we did our Keurigs and our actual cart, as well as we wanted to do smoothies because not everybody likes coffee, and the kids for some reason really wanted to learn how to use a blender. So we're learning how to use the blender. Frappes were very popular. We did our first coffee cart on Friday, and we had about 45 staff members in our building because of all the grant programs and everything like that. And we had 37 orders. So between my special education students, and I didn't talk about that. We have paired with our STLP team in our school, and they've made it all digital. So our teachers at our school click on the coffee cart on our school webpage. They submit their classroom their orders for their coffee, and then our STLP team color codes them for my students, and then they pair up with the students from my caseload, and they make the coffee on Friday. I was quite apprehensive. We did it the first day on Friday. My principal was very apprehensive. He's like, hot things with your kids and a blender there are a million different ways how we could get hurt and how this is a Miss Farler project that will probably just completely blow up in my face. But we did it, and it turned out great. And the most amazing thing that happened on Friday was the kids from the STLP class and the kids from my class, who usually 90% of the time avoid each other or have to work together, came together organically and got it finished. They helped each other. The limitations of some students and the limitations and the abilities of others came together, and the project worked, and it worked on Friday. So as we grow throughout the year, we really hope and really think that the career standards and goals that they have to meet that have been talked about before will be satisfied with this. But beyond this, they know that they have skills. They know that they can be a productive member and can go to high school and be successful. And that's what we hope for our children. We're also have the opportunity to do community-based learning with this because we got the transition grant. So a couple of times throughout the year, the first one at the beginning of November, we're going to go to the grocery store. These students don't usually shop for themselves or work within a budget, so they're going to be able to do that with the partners with STLP and then also our students from West Perry. As the year goes on, we are collaborating with our local community college to be able to look at it as a business. What are we struggling with and how can they come in and help us? So as the year goes on, I'm really looking to see the relationships grow and then the relationships beyond our tiny school to blossom throughout the school system. So thank you.